Hello and welcome to Mind Rules. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Today's story comes out of Erdington in Birmingham, where a Tesco worker has been branded dangerous to children after trying to groom a 14-year-old girl on the Kick app. Matthew Whitehouse asked the girl to send him naked photos after sending her a link to a game. Mr. Whitehouse, aged 30 from Erdington, was found in possession of more than 106 photos and videos of children, some of which Mr. Whitehouse distributed on his social media network. Mr. Whitehouse's most serious offence was sending Category A images. One image was of a victim as young as 5 years old. Mr. Whitehouse was said to be ashamed of his actions and worried about losing his supermarket job of 11 years, a court heard. This is the part that confuses me. People that commit these type of crimes always seem to come up with the same excuses and always say they are ashamed of their actions and that they are worried about what is going to happen. What do you really think is going to happen when you've committed a crime that could end you up in jail? Mr. Whitehouse was jailed for 20 months at Birmingham Crown Court on Tuesday, May the 11th. The probation service concluded Mr. Whitehouse presented a high risk of serious harm to children. Police executed a warrant at Mr. Whitehouse's home in Glendon Road on August 28, 2019, after receiving intelligence about a Kick account from that address being linked to indecent images. Officers arrested Mr. Whitehouse, who denied any sexual interest in children and said he thought he had been talking to adults, although Mr. Whitehouse admitted to some low-level distribution of images. Items were seized from Mr. Whitehouse, which included an iPod Touch and a Samsung tablet, which together contained 33 Category A still and moving images, 34 Category B and 41 Category C. Mr. Whitehouse's Kick account chat logs were analysed, and it was found that Mr. Whitehouse had distributed 6 pictures. He had also spoken to someone who had stated they was 14 years old, although the individual has never been traced to confirm whether she was authentic or a setup by a vigilante paedophile hunters. Mr. Whitehouse sent the girl a link to a questionnaire which at first asked innocent questions. As things progressed, he sent a second link with more questions that became more sexualized. Mr. Whitehouse used this as a mechanism to encourage the 14-year-old girl to enter into his game, then up the ante. Questions being asked were of this nature: her sexual behaviour she had engaged in, who with, how many times, and whether she would pose for photos. We all know what type of pictures Mr. Whitehouse was after. This is why parents should act like internet police when it comes to their children's online activities. Put things into place, know what your children are doing when they are online, and try to keep them safe from predators. As the conversation began to reach its peak, Mr. Whitehouse sent her some indecent images. Mr. Whitehouse admitted to 3 charges of making indecent images, 3 charges of distributing indecent images, and 1 count of attempting to engage in sexual communication with a child. Judge Bond also acknowledged Mr. Whitehouse was truly remorseful and full of shame. He imposed a 10-year sexual harm prevention order and told Mr. Whitehouse he would have to sign the sex offenders register for the same period of time. Let me know what you guys think about this one in the comment section. And like always, I hope to see you in my next video.